legit. Anything you want.
XRP, is Ripple working with SWIFT? Recently, SWIFT released a report titled, Africa Payments, Insights into African Transaction Flows. In this report, SWIFT touches on something to do with Mojaloop. The report states that the SWIFT team at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation played a role in developing a switch that verifies, routes, and handles settlements between diverse players including mobile money providers, banks, and merchants. The interesting facet of it is that Mojaloop is also working with Ripple, in a bid to enhance interoperability in the African market. In essence, the two technologies are working together in this project that will uplift millions of Africans out of poverty. While this is just a single project, it brings out the common goals of the two platforms and how they can benefit more from each other, when working together, instead of competing with each other. Most XRP investors believe that Ripple will at one point out-compete SWIFT in the banking industry. However, the reality is that they need each other. SWIFT has something that Ripple needs, and that's the network and political leverage. Thanks to its market presence that spans decades, SWIFT has established strong ties with the finance industry. The banking sector has built most of its cross-border payments infrastructure around this platform. On top of that, SWIFT has a high level of political backing, for geopolitical reasons. For context, a German minister recently called out for the need for Europe to develop financial systems that are independent of the United States. But, while their chancellor came out in support of this, she added that they still need to work with SWIFT as a tool for preventing terrorism financing. This goes to show that for geopolitical reasons, it will be a huge challenge for banks, especially in the West, to abandon SWIFT and move to a new system. The best bet would be cooperation between the two platforms, which is actually quite workable. Ripple has the superior technology, while SWIFT has the networks. Such a partnership would unlock the best of both. And if the success of the Mojaloop project is anything to go by, then things could head in that direction in the future. Such a collaboration would give instant mass adoption of XRP in the banking sector as a tool for enhancing efficiency. It would unlock the true value of this coin, as demand both from financial institutions and retail buyers looking to catch the XRP train would push price through the roof. Ripple, XRP, or SWIFT, which of the two should be the adopted solution? There are plenty of reasons to understand SWIFT is nothing but an archaic platform that is actually out of date. In fact, with all of the blockchain-based solutions in existence, we have the perfect example of how cross-border payments should look like and function. And this is particularly important considering the fact that we're living in times where the need of transacting from one currency to another is more than evident, and so it is that the current solution is no longer useful. The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, SWIFT, was created back in 1973 in Brussels, Belgium, with the intention of serving as a platform to assist cross-border transactions and the exchange of currencies between different banks. Truth to be told, this is a method that used to function back then, but in light of the present conditions, it is no longer the best. In fact, it hasn't changed that much since 1973, and this undoubtedly represents a significant concern for those who need to transact in different currencies or banks. In this matter, Ripple, XRP, is one of the blockchain-based solutions that has sounded the most to be the perfect candidate to replace SWIFT. Let's see the main issues that the current platform hasn't been able to solve and how Ripple, XRP, can resolve them with ease. SWIFT inefficiencies. During the last couple of years, SWIFT processes have notably demonstrated to be highly inefficient, and proof of that is the costs and the slowness that their transactions can incur in. In fact, Recent declarations of an international business owner asseverate that SWIFT hasn't changed at all in the last 25 years. Owen is a businessman who owns a company that imports fashion accessories from Australia and China and sell them to different countries around the world. He has been working for the last 25 years in the business, and because of the movement that its merchandise has, he usually needs to either receive or make payments in foreign currencies to complete a sale, and this without taking into account his great enthusiasm for traveling and the relations he has with countries such as Austria, where his daughter lives. In a recent email, Owen decided to tell everything about his frustrations with the current conditions of cross-border transactions by enlisting 4 cases of his most disappointing experiences in a message he sent to the owner of a YouTube channel named Esoteric Trading Solutions teaching crypto markets. Like this, the influencer uploaded a video in which she speaks about the 4 cases and the way she thinks this may be resolved. The issues treated in the video and email are the following. Case 1. Owen made a USD transfer from his HSBC account in the USA to another HSBC account in China, but even when the operation involved the same currency and bank, still transaction lasted 4 business days. Case 2. A transfer made from Australia to Switzerland with the same currency, AUD, besides lasting 4 days as well, it also took 5% of commission for an exchange fee of conversion that the bank applied to transform AUD to CHF and then back to AUD in the Swiss account. After complaining, Owen received his money back, but 2 weeks later. Case 3. A third experience involved a high amount of USD sent to China on an HSBC transfer. In this case, the platform didn't allow to put the full name of the account holder because it was too long, but Owen sends it anyway because only a letter was missing at the end. As a result, the payment was rejected, and the funds were retained for 5 business days, during which the bank used them as wanted. Transactions lasted then 9 days, rejected transfer plus accepted transfer. Case 4. A transfer from New Zealand to Australia from the same bank but different currencies took 7 days even to give Owen the possibility of making the online transaction, and then 4 days more in order to make the transfer, and the worst of all is that they converted the funds with a very different rate than the actual. Ripple Solutions through XRP. Ripple carries its XRP token to source liquidity and provide a solution for all of the current problems that the financial sector has proven to have. In fact, a transaction only takes 3 seconds to complete, no matter the destination of the funds or the origins, and additionally, it charges almost 0 fees per transaction. Ripple Labs has associated already with at least 100 bank institutions to collaborate with solutions that improve the current conditions. However, the sector is still a little bit reluctant about adopting XRP as a solution to the issue. When will the sector realize that Ripple, XRP, represents the best alternative remains a question, but as we all conclude, it's for sure the best alternative to SWIFT right now. Here is how Coinbase is finally warming up to Ripple's XRP. The conversation and speculation of Coinbase finally listing XRP has been a topic of discussion in the cryptoverse from as way back as December 2017, when the crypto markets were literally firing on all cylinders. This talk of Coinbase adding XRP made the latter digital asset so famous, that it peaked at levels of around $3.80. But only to drop in value till the current levels we are seeing of 43 cents. But things are looking up for the digital asset that is the fan favorite of many hodlers. Coinbase, through its custody service, has announced it plans to support XRP and other 36 digital assets. The Coinbase custody service is meant to be a secure storage service for institutional investors and high-net individuals who want to store their large sums of digital assets in a secure place that has the comforts of a regular bank vault. Coinbase announced the following with regards to the new support of the 37 digital assets to its storage service. Coinbase Custody is exploring the addition of many existing and forthcoming crypto assets for storage only, and will be working to add them as quickly and safely as possible. At this time, we have not yet considered these assets for trading. We are making this announcement internally at Coinbase and to the public at the same time to remain transparent with our customers about support for future assets. The 37 digital assets are as follows: Cardano, ADA, Zcash, ZK, Stellar, XLM, XRP, EOS Monero, XMR, VeChain, Tezos, XTZ, TUM, Bitcoin, BCN, Bitcoin Gold, BTG, Dicard, DECR, Bythshares, BTS, Icon, ICX, Ontology, ONT, Steem Dogecoin, Doge, Siacoin, SC, Wallchain, WAN, Nano, Telegram Filecoin Tata Tudefinity Blocks Tech Basis Neo-Nim, Zim, Trust Token Hedera Hashgraph Token Card Polkadot Kickprops Origin Foam. With this news, the cryptocurrency exchange of Coinbase has more or less opened its gates to finally listing XRP and the above 36 other digital assets on its crypto exchange. This is due to the fact that their high-net clients will want an easily accessible exchange to trade their digital assets locked up in the custody service. What better efficient way than to have an integration into a crypto exchange? In conclusion, and even with a bear market, the signs and signals from all over the cryptoverse indicate increased interest by institutional investors to get into the crypto industry with both feet. One is tempted to predict that by the same time next year, the crypto markets would have surpassed the $1 trillion total market capitalization. But let us stay in the present and think of ways of stocking up on the relatively cheap digital assets before they all aim for the moon.